descend and maintain 2074.
Who am I?
Comet 504, descend and maintain 3000. 3000, Comet 504. Answer Captain 724 is our crafting about our...
In my 20s, I dream of flying a plane. Due to having glasses, I thought it's not possible. In mid-2016, I started to have foggy vision. After I checked up, the doctor said I have cataract in both my eyes. Wow! I really never expected this. I felt like taking a trip to the moon, jumping up and down. I'm filled with excitement. But the unexpected turns out into my reality. The cold, hard truth. I need to step into divorce. My mom said her final goodbye, and my family broke apart. I stepped into a solitude journey. This is the best journey I ever experienced. It was super challenging. My achievement, the award-winning author from housewife to pilot, the beginning. I'm Keiko. I'm here holding your hands, guiding you every steps to discover your potential, harness that energy, bring it to your reality, and make your dreams come true.
Comet 504, reduce speed of 170 for tower space. You get following Boeing 727, 1 o'clock, 6 miles right base, descending on 3500.
Welcome to Tuesday with Keiko. Today, my guest speaker is Faris Iskandar. At 25, Faris embarked on the journey to redefine aviation education in the region, leveraging his aerospace diploma and mechanical engineering degree. His extensive background in the private jet sector has honed his understanding of the skies, fueling his lifelong passion for aviation. Faris Iskandar's love for aviation led him to establish an esteemed institution dedicated to empowering others in the world of flight. As he transitions from the pilot's seat to an educator's role, his mission emphasizes education, inclusivity, and the pursuit of soaring aspirations. Faris' leadership has propelled the flight school to a new heights, inspiring the next generation of aviators and shaping a legacy defined by excellence and relentless pursuit of dreams. Welcome, Faris. Nice to have you.
Thank you for the invitation and the kind words as well. Nice to see you.
Yes, nice to see you too. As I know how you started Aeroviation, can you let the audience know how you are able to step into the breakthrough?
Yeah, so for our breakthrough-wise, it happened in the late 2019. Now, to go even before that as well, we started in 2018, and the products that we sell are not commonly known here in Singapore. Now, the products are commonly known overseas, and it works particularly very well here in Singapore, but due to lack of knowledge and lack of awareness of such licensing out there, it made it very difficult to sell. So I remember at the 6-month mark of our journey, we had thoughts of closing the school, because at that moment, when you see your friends getting a full-time job, they're eating at restaurants and you are eating at cup noodles for lunch or for dinner. Of course, it gives you that difference. But my wife, she's the other founder of the company. We actually had to sit down and to re-strategize our path, because she did mention that in order to make money, you need to spend money. So then we realized that, hey, our marketing is not there yet. So whatever money that we have, let's put it into marketing. Yeah, of course, not as a high risk, throw all in kind of marketing, but has to have enough to run the business, but also invest in marketing. And from there, we actually managed to get a bit more. But the main breakthrough is when we had the first lady, first girl at the age of 16 getting her licensing. So we also used that as a leverage point to attract all the marketing, and from there we actually boomed down. So we were appearing on Yahoo News, on Google News, on BBC was supposed to interview her before the COVID hit, and so on.
Wow,
Correct. And
that's
that was
exciting.
when it was from 3 to 4 students a class to 15 students in the class wanting to learn about the flying and everything. So from there we kept that ball rolling. We kept putting in money, we kept putting in more energy to keep it rolling all the way. And till now, we've done our third expansion. So currently, we are at a 5,000 square feet facility as compared to our 600 square feet facility back in 2018.
This is really amazing, and to see your result in such a short period of time, that is really fantastic.
Thank you for that. It is, but of course, we also got to watch. If we grow too big, we might just fall down much faster than growing slowly. But then, looking at the market itself, do we want to grow so slow that a competitor can just pop up, or do we grow too fast and then that puts us in a risk of dropping, falling and so on. So
Yeah,
for me, when we expanded into this facility, we moved in here about 6 months ago or 7 months. It was a hard KPI for me and my team to meet as well, because bigger facility, bigger overheads, we need more
that's right.
better key performance indicators to meet those numbers. So this past 6 months was quite a struggle. To be honest, as a business owner, it was difficult for me to sleep. Right, you'll
True.
be suddenly waking up. The first thing you think about, oh, am I going to make my overheads this month? Can I be paying my staff? And can I be paying back my investors and so on? So it was hard, but for now everything has gotten down a bit. And yeah, so that breakthrough was back in 2019. It was hard work, but once we had that breakthrough, we got to keep it rolling. And I think my advice to the audience here as well, sometimes when it tastes very good, don't sit down and relax. Keep thinking of what's next. How can I make it taste even better?
Yes, it's so true because it's like in business, we are reinventing ourselves, and each time
Correct.
there's new ideas coming out, we have to, because outside there's competition everywhere,
Correct.
and you have to have new idea and see how you navigate ahead.
That's right.
And for the second question, how you gain clarity of what you love doing?
Oh, okay. So for clarity wise, that took me quite a while. From a young age, I really know aviation is something that I've always wanted to do, right? And the end game for everything is always to go into flying. So I did try for
That's
the
right.
airlines, and unfortunately, I didn't make it. I wasn't prepared for the interview, and that was a big halt in my whole aviation career journey. But then I fell in love with educating the next generation. So whatever I did, my mistake in the interview, I'm slowly educating my friends, and I realized that hey, it's actually quite fulfilling when at the end of the day, when they got to their destination of becoming a pilot or a traffic controller or engineer and so on, and they come back to you thanking you for that. I think that is
That's
usually
that's really yeah, great sense of fulfillment.
correct. So, for example, like you yourself, Keiko, reaching out to us after
Yes,
years, that's still much appreciated. And I think with
that's
that,
right.
yeah, and as I grow older, as I get married, as I get a kid, I think priorities also change from do I
That's right.
really want to be so far away you know, from my family? And aeroviation so far has been doing well. So I think as of now, the path is quite clear. I like to fly recreationally when I'm not pressurized by any company or pressurized by time, being away from family and everything. So that clarity actually did took a while, because if I was aiming to become a pilot for years and that dream suddenly stops, then how do what's next basically? So I found my calling when I was younger. The two things that I never wanted to become: a teacher and a business owner. and I ended up becoming both. It's weird how
Yeah,
life works.
sometimes life just put us in the track that is unexpected.
Correct.
And for me, it's like I have the love of flying a plane since I was
Mm-hmm.
20. And due to having glasses, I thought it's
Mm-hmm.
not possible. And when 2016, I was diagnosed with cataract, that totally changed everything.
Understand? Yeah, it
Yeah,
does. And it's
yes.
like whatever you've been preparing and dreaming of, it's just there's no path forward anymore after
Yes,
that.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. For so many years,
Mm.
since I was 20, and it's for so many years that, yeah, I thought it's not possible. But 2016, the cataract really turned my life the other way around.
Understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to keep
And
moving forward.
yes, that's right. What is the takeaway for our viewers?
Hmm. Okay, for those who are looking to venture into business, first of all, you need to accept that is it a challenging path? Yes. And sometimes or maybe the movies portray it as, or if you're a business owner, yeah, you're going to drive a Rolls Royce, you're going to drive fly private jets and everything. Yes, that could be possible in the long run, but the startup is always very difficult. So we need to be able to understand that that's the path that we are going for. Number two, if you're going to start up a business, if you're looking on what to start up, first always do your market research. For us, there was a gap in teaching the kids and the youth, and also that cheaper alternative licensing. So that's why the gap that we entered. We got the first movers advantage. Right? So do your due diligence in your market research. And of course, if you want to start up a business, start it up proper. Think about scalability. Think about putting things into SOPs. Sometimes when we do business, because we are overwhelmed with everyday operations, things like SOPs are not there, instructions and everything is not there. The issue with
May
that,
I
which I
ask? May I
yes,
ask what is SOP?
So SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedures. So this is a documented um, file or PDF that a company has to follow. So for example, if Keiko is our new student, what is the path? What does my sales side have to do? What are the steps to do it? What does my operation side have to do? And so on. Now, why is this documentation important? Is so that when you expand, and let's say I hire Keiko as my operations manager, um, she will know what is required out of her, how to do it. So that will help to maintain quality. Because if I pass it to you to do without any instructions, you can just do A, B. You're not completing the whole alphabet, A to Z, for example. So with that black and white, they can follow. Quality is not being compromised, and they have instructions to follow. They will do their jobs accordingly as well.
Yeah, that
Why
is
am I
so
touching up on
important.
this? Correct, because
Yeah.
when Aeroviation scaled up to a more team members, we are currently now struggling with that. How do I quickly do up a document for them to follow? Right? Because I believe if you hire the correct people, and so far here everybody has been the correct person, um, what is required is if the tools are there, they will do their best of their ability. So let's say if me and you were going
Yes.
to rescue somebody in an earthquake, we have the energy to rescue, want to rescue, but now we don't have the equipment. They're like, how are we going to do it? The whole flow is being, interrupted. So if you have all of that done up nicely, that also allows scalability. Meaning, if I hire Keiko, let's say, gets or promoted to another position, and I hire a new sales manager, yep, same thing. They can just follow the same thing to keep that quality and that procedures for the company's SOP there.
Yeah, that's a great example. It's true that we need to prepare ourselves for what's coming.
Correct. So if you want to do up your business, always think of scalability. In the beginning, you might be thinking, oh, I know my business is not scalable. I just want to do this small time and everything. But your small time can become a big time. And if you're prepared for it, then your business can go up fast.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today. Before
No
we wrap
problem.
up, is there anything else you'd like to add or any message you want to leave our audience with?
Mm, do your best. We only have one life, So live it to the fullest. Yeah.
And that's a great message. And we appreciate your time and expertise. Where can our audience find you?
And so we are available in all our socials. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I just look up for Aeroviation. And of course, you can find us on aeroviation.com or Google us, and you can find our services there as well.
Fantastic. We'll be sure to include those links in the YouTube description box. Thank you once again for being with us today. It's been a pleasure. And to our audience, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this interview, please subscribe and leave us a review or share it with others who might find it interesting. Until next time.
Thank you, guys.